yeah! Welcome to the Rather Be Golfing podcast. Not just a golf podcast, just four guys who would rather be golfing.
We should have televisions up here so we can watch.
Yeah,
now that
yeah, Josh.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to change my whole setup.
Well, basically.
Pretty sure we have
Just
to
an additional television.
probably have to ask Caitlin first.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to fly.
Yeah,
This
did
is-
you get approval for this?
This is your
Before you-
area.
Not really, no.
No, you
Just did it.
It's
Well, it's better to ask for forgiveness.
I'm
than-
like, by
Exactly.
the way, we're getting new podcast
Permission.
stuff. But they all chipped in.
yeah,
Not like it was
that's
my
the key. You have to
We're like,
say
oh, that's
we,
great. So
we did pay. Don't
you don't
let
have
us.
to use my table anymore, kind of thing.
Should say like we want to give away.
Yeah.
We entered a raffle for podcast equipment, and lo and
Yep.
behold, we won.
Yeah.
We could get like one of those half moon tables.
What? We don't need it.
Where am I going to stick all this stuff?
Yeah.
I think this.
I can't even fucking put,
Foldable.
Yeah,
I
this
can't even put
works.
these chairs
Probably
in.
make it.
I think this is good.
I was going to get a carpet, too. A logo carpet.
That would be pretty. sweet.
Can you see?
Can
the
you
floor?
see the floor in front of us? You
Nah, you can't
No,
see it.
You could probably tip it down a little bit. No,
No, then you're gonna see that.
Where'd I put my water?
true. Well, we do have the butt jacket.
Do you still have those energy ones? I have one.
Whoa!
No, they're no,
Well, guess
no
what,
nicotine.
boys?
No
No
nicotine.
Hold on.
nicotine, it's just pure energy.
The bathroom is up and running,
It is.
so
It's just pure energy.
and you got a clean getaway.
Energy capsules.
Oh, yeah.
Just got a clean getaway. Doesn't have to do any hurdling.
Yeah. Well, just don't
Feels-
trip over
this
the podcast
feels
for
like,
5K.
Non-alcoholic beer.
Oh boy,
It's like trying to be cool without the cool part.
it's all a mind game.
Trying to be cool without the cool part. Cool part's getting a buzz on, brother. Spinning around.
Alcoholism is cool.
All right, you want to start it up?
Oh, I thought we already did.
You got two in?
Really?
2 or 1 in?
One.
Oh.
One. Are we live?
Pods
Yeah,
brought to you
we've
by
been live, bro.
Energy Zen.
Just going live from there.
Yeah, we're going live, man. We're live right now.
Another week.
Been live.
We're back.
Another week. I'm back. I'm
He's back.
Welcome back,
Well,
buddy.
thanks for
Nice to
showing up.
have
I'm
you
feeling
here.
fantastic. I
Good
like
to
the
see you.
setup.
You recovered from.
I recovered. I don't know what the hell I had, but
I was
It was
talking
nasty.
about from the Fighting Irish.
Yeah.
oh,
They didn't have a lot of
I
fighting.
think that had a little bit to do with it.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
long did it take you to get over it? You were hoping why? I mean, you did go there, right?
Yeah.
School there?
How many semesters?
Yeah. Shane Gillis on 3 weeks, and I was gone.
You guys are pretty much the same.
No, that was West Point, I think.
Yeah, he went to West Point.
The difference between you and Shane Gillis is they'd probably actually let him on.
Oh,
campus.
dude, he was there.
Yeah.
He was in a box. He was on Pat McAfee show.
Yeah. If you showed up in South Bend, they'd be like,
They would have won if I showed up.
"Don't,
What do you
you're
mean?
not allowed in here."
They would have
Yeah,
won.
they would have kicked him out.
It was disappointing though, man. That whole first half, it was just that. All right, first of all, the first drive, psyched because that's exactly how we needed to play. I'm on the team. That first drive, 18 plays, 9 minutes off the clock. I was like, that's the only way we're gonna beat them.
Yeah,
beat them at our game, not theirs. And then they marched down the field in 10, I think, or 9 or 10 plays, scored 7-7. We went 3 and out. Again, they marched down the field and it was it for the next five possessions,
You know,
6 possessions. I think they scored.
You knew it was going to happen. Come on.
Yeah, they fought back though. They weren't out of it. They were never out of it in the second half.
They weren't. Didn't they lose? They were down by a lot at one point.
They were down by a lot, but they did come back. They stopped them a few times in the fourth quarter, and they scored 2 touchdowns with 2 extra 2-point conversions. So it was 16 points they put back on the board, and it made it a game. It wasn't over.
Yeah, we were at the simulator league, and I just remember looking up. I think did Notre Dame jump out to a 7-0 lead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, on the first.
I remember that.
First
and the
possession.
next time I looked at the TV, they were down like 28-7 or
Yeah,
something.
they scored 3 on it, 4
Yeah.
straight touchdowns,
And I
They were
didn't
down
realize that
24
they
points.
fought back
Yeah.
in the second half.
and then they got the ball in the second half, which made it worse. They scored then, so it was like,
I mean, you can't really
fuck,
be
what do we
that
do?
upset because
No,
what
I
was
mean,
supposed to happen ultimately happened.
Yeah.
It sucks to
they
be
were a
fan,
huge
but,
underdog.
You know,
But dude, I mean,
where were they projected to, like, at the beginning of the season? They weren't contenders, right?
no, they were never. I think in the beginning of the year they were ranked high, but when we lost to Northern Illinois, then they plummeted and they had to fight their way back, which they did. So
Yeah, I mean, whenever there's a season where you kind of exceed expectations and, people say, well, at the beginning of the season, if you knew that you were going to, come
Yeah.
runner up or come second, you would call that a win, right? Yeah, but it still hurts, to be that close.
Yeah. I guess.
How are they supposed to be next year? Do they have a lot of players coming back?
You think the coach is
their
coming
two
back?
running backs are. Yeah, they re-signed him for another
Oh, really?
couple years. Yeah.
Recently?
Mm-hmm.
All
This past, I think during the season. Don't quote me on that though. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know it was within the calendar year, I should say.
When you see a head coach, either in the NFL or in college, to a prosperous organization like that, he's just crushing life. 39 years old, it really makes me feel like I'm a failure.
Yeah, 100%. Like Sean McVay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guy was like, how old was he when they won their Super Bowl? He was like
34.
Something like
maybe.
30.
I think he
Maybe even younger.
He got hired
I feel like we're the same age.
31 maybe or something. He was very
He
young.
might be 2 years older than us. Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty crazy when you think about it that way.
Yeah, I mean, the Notre Dame, what's his name?
Who? Marcus Williams?
Yeah.
Right?
Freeman.
Freeman?
Freeman.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think he's going to make his way to the NFL eventually.
Yeah, well, I could see that too.
Especially
He's a great
being
coach.
being a coach
Says the
at
right
Notre
thing.
Dame, like,
Players love him. Players
Yeah.
fight for him.
that's a hard job because you need academics too.
Yeah.
You can't just,
Well, Notre Dame is known for their
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
scholarships.
They're not just a bunch of idiot
No.
athletes. Like they actually
No.
have to.
You actually have to,
Yeah.
Go
I mean,
class,
that
write
can
some
make it harder
reports.
or it can make it easier, I guess. I mean, a lot of do they still test? Do they still give the Wonderlic for NFL draft evaluation?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much it really tells, but
Should do that as a segment.
Yeah, there we go.
we should
Wonderlic,
do that.
that's a segment.
I mean, I don't know if it would really be a good
Well,
format for the podcast.
results.
Yeah,
Rather, maybe.
I don't know.
that would be good.
My brain hurts just
We'll
thinking
just
about
sit
it.
here, do it, and then we'll talk about it after.
That's an idea. It's certainly an idea. Maybe make it into a challenge or something.
Can we just make Kennedy do it?
whoever finishes in last.
Can I get example
I'd much
Wonderlic
rather that.
questions?
Well, it's like kind of like the Mensa test, right? Like a lot of pattern recognition and
test?
stuff.
Mensa?
The hell is that?
Yeah, if you gotta ask. Not in the
It's a very
club.
elite club for smart people.
Mm. I didn't go to college.
Yeah, it's like a genius. It's like for geniuses. Yeah.
But
Like
it's
an
like
IQ test?
recognizing patterns and
Mensa.
stuff like that. Like what's next?
I think
in
you get
the people.
invited, right? It's kind of like
Yeah.
it's like
kinda
Fight
like-
Club, one of those
Yeah.
kind of things.
Well, I'm not a NARP, so
Non-athletic regular person.
yeah, I didn't have to take the test,
You're just an athletic regular person.
pretty much.
Trying to find a Wonderlic. Just give me a sample.
I don't think it's the kind of question. It's not like
It's like an IQ test, though.
It's
isn't
not
it?
like what year did the
It's
United
like a-
States gain independence, Kennedy?
It's like no, it's like a not like an aptitude test, but like a
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is.
Yes,
I get.
Yeah, like an IQ test of sorts.
Yeah.
Similar along the lines
I
of
think
that.
it's a little more like situational though. No,
I don't know.
Well, they have like math questions.
like I feel like
There's math. Yeah, and it's.
oh, so it is.
I don't know.
It is a legit.
I think it's like which of these options fits best next, like in the sequence, and it'll show. I don't know, a triangle, a circle, a square, and then you get choices, multiple choice.
Yeah.
It measures
I'm pretty-
cognitive ability and
sure it's-
problem-solving skills.
And then it would be, the answer would be whichever one isn't already in the list. 'Cause they're not showing. I don't know, something like that.
I guess.
Anyway, congratulations on your honor from
Oh, player of the week.
Player of the Week, week 1 of the
Week
Simulator
one.
League.
God. Finally,
Not a big deal.
Must
Not a
have
big
felt
deal.
good.
Just brush it off.
Congrats. Did you get any physical
I got nothing.
award for that other than
I mean, Jeff
your
wasn't
name
there.
announced? Yeah.
Jeff wasn't there, so I gotta ask Jeff. Maybe you
Jeff
get
Okay.
wasn't there. Oh, so you
Yeah.
you got it by
They just announced it.
Acted all
from this
surprised,
week or
like-
the week prior.
It was
No, it was-
Week
it was
one.
I
they
think
announced
they
the
announced
players of the week for the first
3
3 weeks, but they did it last night because they had to
And
wait
you-
until the
that's
3
you?
weeks.
Maybe if you
went
actually
by.
came to hang out.
Sorry.
Yeah, buddy.
like-
Come on.
That was the first thing I said to him when I came down here. He said he won't come because
I can't drink
He's not
or
drinking,
play
so-
golf. So what the hell?
Now, was
Why
it
you
Notre
Be
Dame?
around us if
Oh,
he's not boozing.
true.
Wait,
Yeah.
just come and
How does that make you feel?
cheer you guys on.
Was a Notre
putting
Dame game one of the occasions of you drinking?
Yes.
All right. How many occasions did you have?
2.
Wedding and Notre Dame game? That's it?
Since when?
How many
Since January
occasions did
1st?
you really
Yeah.
have?
One.
Why?
Since
No,
New Year's Day?
One other. I did drink at my niece's birthday.
So that's 3.
You, how old?
One.
You drank at a 1-year-old birthday party?
Yeah, 'cause football was on. You know,
Okay. Any other occasions?
No.
So 3
3.
since the new year?
Yeah.
Okay. Not
It's
bad.
hard.
It's hard. You really are, rough, and it's only like once a week.
You're an inspiration.
Yeah, we're only 4 weeks.
Technically, it's kind of been that.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like, how hard can it be if it's only once a week?
Yeah.
But February, you're going back to full bore?
Yeah, like first week. Not full. What do you mean full bore?
Like every
Drinking.
night.
Like, handle a week.
Yeah.
Handle a
You
night.
think I am?
I just feel personally offended that you can't come have a good time with us.
Yeah.
Without
Yeah, because I'm gonna want to golf.
we played another team 2 weeks ago, and they had a buddy just hanging out watching.
It's great. Good for that guy.
If he can do it, you can.
And there is food.
I'm sure I
could
can
have-
There's
do it.
food. You could definitely eat there.
You could get a
I'm trying to eat.
cola, maybe an
Food's
iced
not
tea,
bad.
Maybe an O'Doul's.
Yeah, that although
Free water?
no, because I'm adding calories. You think I'm just doing alcohol? No alcohol? No, I'm doing a lot more than that.
What are you doing?
Eating better. Not eating fried shit.
I have quesadillas there.
Yeah,
There you go.
I was telling them they're not
Yeah.
that bad.
They have
They're not
burgers. Just get no bun.
Turkey burger,
I've been on a
chicken wrap.
bagel bowl kick.
Okay.
Place is legit.
You get a Coke Zero and a quesadilla. Minimal calories.
No,
Coke Zero.
Yeah, 0
I
calories.
don't even drink soda.
Just get a water.
What's
Okay,
the
water,
alternative?
I have my
exactly.
water right here.
What's the alternative? You won't come hang out with us because you can't drink. But
No, because
if
I
you're
wanna
not out
golf.
drinking, what are you doing?
Sean, would you ever go to a golf course and not golf?
That's a terrible analogy.
It's not a terrible analogy. I'm going to a golf simulator and not golfing.
You get hanging out with your buddies. There's sports
Yeah,
on.
It's
There's
like being at
televisions.
a bar but not drinking. Being at a restaurant.
Exactly.
Would you ever go out? Would you go out
No,
to eat with
I
us?
would
Okay.
never go to a bar and not drink.
That's
You can't go to a restaurant and not have a drink.
How is
Problem.
that? Would you ever go to a movie theater and not watch a movie?
These are terrible.
They're not.
analogies.
They're not. How?
Like that's the only thing that you do there. So that's
Yes.
not the analogy.
I've been to a bar and not drank.
Yeah.
A golf simulator. That's the only thing you do there.
Well,
They got
it's,
TVs.
it's a restaurant.
I
There's food.
don't want to go there and watch TV, Sean.
Just say you don't want to hang.
We're
Well,
there.
you said you wanted to check the
My
place
God,
out.
I
thought you
will.
wanna
You have there's
hang out
what
a little bit.
17,000 weeks.
All right.
That's a lot of weeks. There's only 9
There
weeks
will be
left.
days, guys.
We miss
I know
you,
you
bro.
guys miss me.
There's
We
like
miss you,
9
bro. We
weeks.
just want your
Damn.
friendship there.
Yeah.
You know, we
Thanks,
want your
guys.
support
We don't get much golf time
for the
with you.
team.
Just say I miss you. That's it.
Yeah.
You gotta get so.
Just say you miss me.
You gotta get
No.
so.
Just say you miss me.
I do. We do. We all.
That's
miss
our
you.
way of
You were
doing
on the golf team last year, and now you're
Yeah,
not.
I'm not.
I miss you, bro.
Yeah, but I would have. How would we have done it this year?
it. We could rotate.
Just rotate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some
we
teams
could've.
have like 6 guys. We technically have 6 guys.
And I guess you just rotate, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like it worked out. It's like
I mean,
I'm not mad about it because I can't
Rotate,
golf. so.
Yeah.
we might be better off with that.
What?
We're actually crushing.
carried
Kobe's crushing.
We're killing it.
I carried him last year.
Kobe played really well yesterday.
Yeah, Kobe top score last night.
2 over. Yeah.
Two over.
38.
Very nice.
You were 4 over.
I was
Yikes!
for-
What's going on
Me
here?
too.
I think I've lost every week. I
Yeah.
lose every week, and it's not even close. It's like
Well, you're given a few
it's-
strokes each time on your
yeah,
matchups.
but still, I
Sucks.
mean, it's supposed to make it fair, right?
it is, but it's
not
hard.
Even, it's not even like it's close. Like every one of my matches is over by the 6th hole. I feel like I'm just fighting to get back. I mean, I guess I got to get better. I've kind of gotten off to bad starts. I guess a couple of the weeks at least. And then just got to dig.
You got to
yourself
practice something else other than 100-yard chip shots on your warm-ups.
Yeah, you're a big chip
Yeah.
shot guy. On the,
Well, those
like,
are the
normal.
hardest shots in the simulator.
He's right, they are.
30 to 60 yards.
I guess.
I hit the
Look
full
at Tiger
swing.
Woods
I hit the full swing shots.
in
dude.
TGL.
I think I have to.
Well, then
practice.
what do you think? Where do you think you're messing up?
A
Where
lot
you
of
losing
putting.
shots? Yeah.
I 4-putted one hole yesterday. I was on
Yeah.
it 2 on a par 5. I 4-putted 3 putts from 9.
Yeah, but in fairness,
from 9 feet. blast.
not
it.
exactly true putting.
Yeah, but the putting.
No,
is,
this putting
It's
is
legitimate.
It's
Yeah,
head
pretty
and shoulders
legit.
above
you just have to get used to it.
the one from last year.
Yeah, I blasted a 9-foot putt by 9 feet.
Yeah.
So only 200% power.
but like you have to get it within 7 feet.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to fucking crush it. I know you're trying to make
Thanks.
the putt. I know you're trying to make the putt, but like
Yeah, I mean, I felt
Play
trust
the
me,
game.
I felt
Yeah.
like a dickhead after I did it. I was like, man, I could have just. Had
Now,
a
where
2-foot
do you?
putt.
Because you guys do videos, and I'm not there. Obviously, I see the recap,
More
but you
reason
don't
to
have.
come.
You never have putting in it. Do you putt from where you're hitting?
I had a putt in
You did.
There's
past
puts in
week.
the
Oh,
video.
I didn't
and,
see it.
and second week.
He made one.
Where do you
He made a
put
long
it?
one.
Where you're hitting every shot?
There's a
or-
separate camera to the left.
So that's where you put it on.
Different
Yeah,
position,
there's like a
yeah.
little rubber tee down there.
Everything outside of 7 feet, but
So you're not actually hitting on the mat that you.
It's
swing
literally
around.
6 inches away from where you would be normally hitting your ball.
Yeah.
Well, for a lefty, it would be
Opposite side.
opposite
but yeah.
sides.
So
Okay.
you're
So you're
going
you're
essentially
literally
to the same
standing
spot.
on it.
Yeah, you're basically going to the same spot. You just have to move the ball over a little bit to this little spot
And
that
it's
it has
still
to be on.
it's still far away from the screen.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like either
So-
14 or 16 feet.
So say you have a 9-foot putt like he
Yeah.
has. Is the hole technically not at the screen?
yeah.
So you're just aiming for a spot that's 9 feet away on the floor.
I guess I kind of just go by feel, honestly.
But the thing also is like not all greens are created equal. Sometimes I leveled myself into thinking like, how fast is it? You know, was it rolling? And I know that they're probably all
Pretty
more
similar.
or less the same.
I
in
would
terms
think
of
it's got to
speed.
be this. I don't think that comes into play.
Yeah, it's probably
Seems
just
advanced.
they probably just have settings where it's fast,
Every
medium,
every
slow,
green, I think, would probably be the same speed
medium or something. Yeah.
in the game at least.
But a lot of dumb strokes like that I've been losing, like, you know, and most of them are around the green and bad course management. And, you know,
Yeah, you
still
got to
only-
pick your aim points where you're driving and stuff like that.
I'm
Your
trying,
line.
man. I need a caddy. I need somebody.
Yeah.
That's what I need you for.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
You
I know.
You were like my
You,
guardian.
you
angel
actually
that
do
one
miss
time.
me.
When were you my
God
caddy?
damn.
I forget.
Yeah, when was I?
Was
your
it
caddy?
Migo or no? When was that?
No, I think
Was it I don't even remember. There was a time.
There
when you were
was.
caddying. I think it was a simulator.
was it at your batch? No.
I don't know.
Well, that was when we were on the same team at your bachelor party.
That might have been it. I don't know. Who knows? But that's, you know, you gotta provide some value.
Fuck, dude. You're right. Or was it Migo? It might have been Migo.
I forget when it was, but there was definitely an instance.
Well, Sean has a problem. He just gets up there and hits the button.
It just
tees
sounds
it
like-
up and shoots.
What
It
am I
sounds like
supposed
Sean
to do?
sucks when I'm not there.
Supposed
What
to
am I
look at the fucking course in
Yeah,
the
he
top,
doesn't pay any
top right
attention
corner.
to the.
I do. I move the thing around. I move the aim.
You do that when you're putting. You don't do it really for anything else.
I do. I've been doing it for the tee shots.
Have you?
I guess.
Maybe last week you didn't.
Yeah, remember I accidentally pressed the wrong button.
Hold
And you
on.
were like, "What
I
are you
have a
guys? What are
theory.
you doing?"
Oh, today you
I have
were,
a theory.
Yeah.
Is Sean nervous playing with other people?
I think I'm nervous.
I don't know.
It's really not
It
that
sounded like you were
nerve-wracking.
talking
It's not.
shit. Out
No,
of
it's
like
really
a
not.
like nervous.
I didn't.
A
talk
nervous
shit-
tick.
I didn't talk shit to these people. These guys, they were good guys.
Yeah, every team's
We had a
been
good
really,
time. Yeah,
really
No,
good
these guys were fun to play with. I
Yeah.
mean,
they were. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some groups are more quiet than others or
Mhm.
whatever, but we haven't played against anybody that we were like, "Oh, those guys suck."
I mean, I wanted to kill D-Nice at the end. because-
They're definitely listening to this. They
Yeah.
said they were going to.
100%.
yeah.
Oh, really?
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
cool.
you guys started talking about poker. I'm like, I gotta leave for work.
I
I'm
know,
like-
I know.
So it's my guy shot, and then all of a sudden, like he's like, "You're rushing me,"
Yeah, yeah.
and he flubbed a couple shots.
Oh,
I'm like,
boy.
oh,
he was
man.
he was getting
Yeah.
in his own head towards the end for
Yeah.
sure.
That was funny.
Yeah. You made it just in time, right?
I made it just in time. I had to
Saved
be there
his
at
job.
10:45. I got there at 10:43.
Wow.
There you go.
Yikes.
You get to keep your job for another week.
Yes.
Well, you just have to check in when you walk in. Just be like, "Hey, I'm here," or do you have like a roll call?
Yeah, I'll line up. Yeah.
So you made that by 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So how many weeks total? We're off the week of President's Day.
Correct.
And how many weeks? Is it 12 weeks?
I believe
13
there's
weeks?
13 weeks.
So we're still early in the season. We got, some time to, and we're in fourth place
You're
out
in
of
fourth.
how many
We're
teams?
Yeah.
fourth right
How many
now.
teams
yeah.
are there?
Fourth right now.
As of last
How'd you
week.
guys do yesterday?
out of 10
Me and
teams,
Kobe
or
won?
9 teams?
I
They both
believe so,
won.
yeah.
I lost like I do every
So-
week.
But we
What's
should have
the-
won overall. I think we won our team match, though.
That's an extra point.
Yeah.
So it's 4 points altogether.
31.
There's 31
each
points
hole?
available.
Yeah.
So each matchup,
It's 10 points.
there's 10 points available for each guy. So 1 point per hole plus 1 for winning. Right?
That's
Something
30.
like that?
That's 33.
No. 10 times 3 is 30.
Okay, so that's
And
And then
if
there's
you win
one
the-
for the
team
team
match,
That's worth
you
1.
get 1
so that's
point.
30.
Oh.
that's actually good to know. So if I'm down, if I can't win a match, you still should fight for every hole. 'Cause
Absolutely.
they're all
Sure.
worth 1.
Don't give up.
Yeah, don't give up. Your strokes are all.
I don't give up. But
Every shot still counts.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure of that. It's good to know the rules when you're participating in a competition.
It is important. Yeah.
I heard there was an island green. How'd you guys do on that?
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
Is that a
Not great.
show?
Kopi was the only one.
Only one out of 6 to actually hit it.
Yeah.
And he
I mean, I
feel
wasn't
like
in the
that's
sand trap.
normal.
hit it in the bunker.
Yeah, I was in the bunker, but I was on.
But it
Survived.
wasn't.
I hit
like-
the front and
The-
it fucking just.
All right, so you got the
zone
drop up
was-
there, though.
It was right next
Yeah.
to the green. Yeah, it wasn't like last year when we played TPC and I had to hit like 6 shots.
No, everyone got a drop up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was the finals, too.
Yeah, not my best moment.
you can't handle.
It's safe
the
to
pressure.
say you didn't carry us that day.
No, I don't.
Papa
Are,
did.
are we just revisiting old, bad
I gotcha.
memories? Or what? Like, we did win. That's what's important.
We did.
Like, yeah, that's right.
Where's that bike?
It's like
by the
we.
way?
What do you want, man? I
The
saw
bike
as a
should be down
team.
here.
Oh, I'm gonna bring the bike in too.
Yeah, all of our stuff. You have
He'll
all
just
your
show it right
trophies.
here.
Put
He'll show it
our
right here.
trophy here.
Ah, you guys got to win some trophies, bro. I'm sorry.
The bike's our trophy.
Yeah, what the heck?
Hang it on the wall.
Is there a trophy that you get for this or no?
I think you win money for this.
Well, I mean,
That's the trophy.
Again, we didn't look up the prize.
We don't know the prize. Yeah,
It's probably not money.
definitely not money.
it's
It's
not
like
money?
a gift card to spend money.
Now,
there.
now we leave Great South Bay and they're giving out money.
Yeah, right. Of course.
$25.
Are they-
Oh,
now
yeah,
they're
I know.
giving
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
they
I
are.
still have my gift
What
card
the
from that
hell,
place. I
man?
never
I
even
didn't
used
know
that.
that.
A year
I
later.
Oh, I used.
Well, you used it
Wait,
the
did
next
I
day.
use it? I don't even know.
Come on.
Yeah, I definitely.
You did. You used it before we left that
Yeah.
night.
Probably. Actually, I think I did.
They got karaoke here. They got a separate karaoke.
Do they?
room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. There's a putting green. You can hang out. Little stage if you want to dance.
Oh God. All right, so maybe there is
Yeah,
a
you
reason.
can putt. Yeah, it's so much fun. All the games are on.
There's a full size bar. You could sit there, hang out.
Thanks.
You might never leave if you go once. I'm telling you, you'd have a good time. The food is
Well,
actually good.
Once February comes around, you could drink
Week
again.
6, I'll be there.
You could come then. There's no excuse next month. You said
Yeah.
it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what's next month?
February.
Well, yeah, no. I said
There's like an alert
See,
February
wait,
1st says
you
drink
just had-
again. You can drink.
hold on. You just did week 3, right?
4.
4.
Oh, that was week 4. Okay. So, wait, when's President's Day is the third weekend? The 17th?
That sounds right. Is it the
So that's the
17th?
one. So you have the next 2 weeks. Yeah, I'll come the 10th. How about that?
There you go.
So not next week, the week after.
So the Monday after Super Bowl, you're going to be all recovered and
Yeah, why not?
able-bodied.
And then we got the pod.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going on a bender.
This guy, you know it.
Back to the old ways. Nah, because then I'll go back. I go back to work at the end of the month. So
February.
gotta get it
In
out.
February?
Yeah, I see Doc on the 19th. So
Okay.
So he's gonna drink every day in February.
100%.
Gotta
Dry January,
make up
very
for
wet
lost-
February.
yeah, very very wet.
Soaking wet February. But it's okay because there's less days in it. So, overall, he
Oh,
drank
no.
for less days.
The whole reason for this not drinking during January is just so you could drink more in February.
Yeah.
It evens out. Same amount of damage on the liver.
That's it.
Yeah.
Gave it time to repair itself, and
There you
now
go.
It's a resilient organ.
It
really
is.
is.
Yeah. So it's
Especially
not.
Yeah.
still it's not. Yeah, exactly.
I think I was a little too excited on the Island Green. I was. a
Oh,
little
you
too-
blasted it.
Yeah,
That's right.
I didn't even. I hit it clean. I didn't even hit it.
Did he
10.
putt
What
it
did you
off
hit? A
the-
9-iron, like
9-iron,
200 yards
190
into the
something
ocean?
yards. Yeah. Yeah, and it wasn't like I pulled it. I hit it right too.
Yeah.
A little bit. So I don't think it would have hit the green anyway. But I don't know.
You guys should sign. By the way, it is a real course in real life. Like, it's not just simulator course. So you actually have to take a boat to the green. It's a true island green.
Yeah. They call it a
Oh,
float,
not
yeah?
like
a
Sawgrass.
floating green.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, the pictures
But
online look.
the
like
Barstool Classic really is hosting
Yeah.
around there.
Yeah, and it moves,
Avi,
right?
You should go.
It like moves around and stuff. It's on a chain.
Doesn't move.
Oh, I don't
no.
think so.
Well, maybe it
Maybe
does.
that's
It's on a
something different.
chain.
They
I
call
think.
it a
Where's that?
floating green, so maybe that is true. But you have to take a boat. That's all I know. I don't know if it's on a chain or not.
It's a PGA course, right?
No,
It might.
I've heard of this.
no, it's not like a TPC course or anything.
But it's like
that.
it's like a
It's a resort.
it's
golf
like a
resort.
nationally famous course though.
Is it?
There might be,
I never heard of
they
it
might
prior
have
to
had
this.
events there or something, but yeah. I don't know. And
Yeah.
next week we have Oakmont, which will
Oh,
probably
do
be
we?
tough.
That's
yeah.
what it is next week. Okay,
Oakmont back 9.
cool.
Speaking of the Barstool Classic.
Yeah.
So I gave him all my information too, thinking he's going to
Try and do it. As
try
well.
and sign up
Yeah.
also.
Dude, I gotta work during the day. You know, I'm in meetings.
Drop the
very,
ball.
very.
You
So
were not
I
in a
heard at
meeting.
12 o'clock it was a disaster. Anyway,
I don't know
They have
They could-
pre-sale.
why.
And I have no
would they-
idea
have
how you
pre-sale?
get pre-sale. I tried looking it up.
oh
and-
really? Yeah, because
Yeah,
I was talking to my
somebody's
buddy at
bonus.
work and he was reading about it, whatever. And then he said after lunch that at 12 o'clock, like nobody could access the website, or so many people are
I got
trying to sign
on.
up, and then they redid it at 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Yesterday,
no, today.
today. I mean. So
So,
they
like,
did a
s-
second wave.
They redid it. I don't know if it was a second wave per se. I think at 12 people couldn't get in. That's what the issue was, like the
How is
servers
that
or whatever.
possible? 'Cause
But
you
I got
were
in.
Waitlisted.
You got
Yeah,
in?
I got waitlisted
Okay. Yeah.
at 12:07.
Hmm.
I'm like, and it was like,
But there because I went to the website, there was a notice that said something about registration will be back up at 3.
it was madness too. I was watching Jackson. I'm like, my guy's getting tired. I'm like, oh, you gonna stay up a little bit? I'm like, you know what? Let me change your diaper, whatever. Get you. And my guy had a fucking little cow pie in there. I'm like, look at this fucking thing. So change him up. And the motherfucker put the new diaper on. He's looking at me. He's like, fucking shits again. I'm like, you bastard. I'm like, I got 15 minutes. Come on. So now I'm like, I put him down. He's fucking crying. I'm like, waiting for the thing. Put all the information in, the credit card information. And it says my card's declined. Fucking fraud services.
Why?
So my,
because it's so much money.
probably a lot
yeah,
of
so my
money
credit card
transaction.
said it declined it.
Maybe
But-
that's why they did the second wave, but I don't know.
So I had to go through the whole thing with my credit card, do it again, got accepted, and they're like waitlisted. I'm like, motherfucker.
That sucks.
That sucks.
Yeah, the New York one sold out right away. They said.
Oh, yeah.
And that was
Oh,
$3,000.
Yeah, that was a lot of money.
I was gonna say, why do they put it at
Philly
noon
one was one of
on
the
a
cheaper
weekday?
ones,
Why wouldn't they put it
$1,200.
in the evening or something? But I guess it doesn't matter
Doesn't
because they're
matter.
just gonna sell everything out right away. Anyway.
When do you go out for lunch?
I don't usually don't leave my office.
You don't have a
You
lunch.
take a
No, I
lunch.
fast until like
You
3
can't take a
p.m.
15-minute
So you don't have a break then?
I could take one, I guess.
Do you get a lunch break? Do you get lunch?
I-
Do
I
people
am
go
aff-
to lunch?
I'm afforded a lunch break. Yeah, it's
So,
not
but
a
you just say, since I'm
plantation.
fasting, I actually just will work instead.
So
Do
were
you
you
wanna
in a
take a
meeting
break?
or were you just sitting there?
No, I was in a meeting at 12 o'clock.
What was the meeting about?
It was about
Very-
top secret classified.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
It's confidential.
It was about that guy's poker league.
Yeah.
I mean, it was about.
I'm not at liberty to say. Okay, it's just top secret. You know,
Sure.
defense. National. It's a matter of national security.
Way to be a team
I've
player,
already
Sean.
said too much.
Way to be a team player.
Yeah,
I don't take a lunch break. I just fast. I just work.
I do, man. Work is my food.
We were talking about teammates, a couple weeks ago with Saquon being a good teammate.
Listen,
And we found out what Sean is.
you got to
Not a
tell
good
me.
teammate.
I didn't. You know, you can't just
How?
make
Why?
assumptions.
Why the fuck am I giving you my information?
I don't know. I thought maybe
Just to share.
it was some kind of ritualistic exchange. I don't know. I was on
Just
the
in case
call,
something
and
happens, here you
I was
go.
like, why is this guy texting me? I was like, no, I'm at work. I'm busy. You know, I wasn't thinking about that. I was
I don't know. I don't know.
trying to be an asset to my company. You know?
Take your
Well,
15
next
minutes.
year I'll know better.
Oh, next year.
Oh,
Next
now
year.
it's
Might be
next year.
waitlisted. Maybe you can play this year. There's
Maybe.
2 days in
Do
Philly.
you know where on the wait list we are?
No.
Well, why not?
They don't tell you.
All right. Well, you know,
Where are the locations? Are they like close or?
the one is
We were
for-
going to Philly. They had one at Sabonic, but it was $3,000 per team.
That's wild.
Crazy.
And that's
Just
fill-
more
that's
than double the
filling up
price
right
of
away.
all the other
It's
Yeah.
filling up right.
tournaments.
Oh, so that one was an anomaly.
Wait, why is that one
Yeah.
so
that
much?
one was just more expensive?
Yeah, it was just that one.
Everything else was 15. Philly was actually 12.
No,
Why?
everything.
I wonder
No, they
why.
were all 12.
Oh, they were all 12?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were 15.
Why
All
is
right.
so expensive?
Sabonic?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a private course.
It's Long Island. They know that.
How
they
much
could
was
get
the Idaho
extra
one?
money. I think that was 12 or
I
15.
think it was 12 too.
Really?
It
Cheaper.
could have been 15.
Fly
What-
there.
What's
Go
so
play.
special about Sabonic?
It's like anything else around
one
here.
of the
It's
best
just more
courses on
expensive.
Long Island.
Yeah. Well, next year. Yeah. We got another year to,
Next year, if he happens to be on lunch,
If he happens to be on lunch.
while
listen. We have
not
another
that
year
stuff,
to
but-
refine our games, refine our craft. Then no excuses.
We're going to get in.
you have to
I
be
feel
pretty
That'll
good.
be then.
How does it work?
that'll be
They
great
take
if
your
we-
handicap and then like a percentage of that too, or do they take half your handicap?
It's half.
Oh wow, so that's like you'd be down to what 3, something
Mm,
like that.
not great.
You got to be really on your game.
I know.
Wait, what do you mean half? It's not 18 holes?
No,
No, it's 50% handicap.
yeah, just to eliminate the sandbaggers.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah, I don't know. What's the format?
What's the
It's-
prize for
It's
that?
4-ball, right?
4-ball, yeah.
Well, I know
Uh,
that these are all like sectional, regional qualifiers, and then the
The championship-
championship is usually.
Arizona.
It's been in Scottsdale. It's been at Pinehurst one year.
Yeah, I think it's Scottsdale. $20,000 to the winner.
Oh, that's a lot. of
Winning
money.
20,000 each or 20,000
No,
total.
Total.
Do you have an idea how many teams? I mean, obviously, it probably varies year to year, maybe a little bit. But last year, how many teams there were that entered nationwide?
Oh, total.
Probably a lot. You know how many get to the
Well,
final stage?
I think it's just a winner from each qualifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
how many sites are there?
Like 15?
50.
15?
That's it. It's only 15.
15, 20, maybe.
25.
25.
25 events.
So 25 teams. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, 25 teams isn't the last day.
And is it only one team per
Huh?
location?
I don't know about that.
The championship? Yeah.
No, is it one? Yeah, so only one team advances from each site.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Every year we say we're going to do it, and then we never. We at least tried this year. Well, you did.
How many years has this been around? A couple of years now.
A handful at least.
Yeah. It's,
5, 6.
Yeah. And it, like I've seen, they live stream the final.
The final
whatever,
isn't 25 teams,
Final
though.
few holes.
you sure?
Yeah.
What is it, more?
It probably is.
Less.
I don't know what the format
It's
is.
like
but
less. It's like 10.
You sure?
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
I've live streamed it, and it looks like a lot of fun. There's people watching and stuff.
Almost everyone.
Have you watched it?
Yeah. I watched it last year.
There's only 10 teams. You sure?
I think it was.
Hey, listen,
Yeah, it
if you
was
want
right
to
around
play,
that, yeah.
if you want to play, you could register for Atlanta.
It's open.
You could register for Iowa,
Wait, those didn't fill.
Chicago.
Dude, Atlanta's an easy one.
Those
That's a
didn't
ch-
fill up.
They
That's a
didn't fill
cheap
up?
flight.
Chicago's register here.
What?
Yeah.
Are they all like that?
No,
Click it.
not all of them. The
No,
one,
not?
there's others that say join waitlist. Everything else says join waitlist.
How did they not?
Oh, look at that.
Atlanta's a good one to go to.
How did this one fill up in
Warm
7
weather?
minutes? And these didn't
Atlanta,
fill?
Georgia, TPC Sugarloaf,
And we're back in the game.
Sugarloafing?
Iowa, or Chicago. I mean,
Atlanta's
Atlanta's your
got to
best
be the
bet.
easiest.
Warmest
You can
one.
take a plane.
Yeah, how long
And
was
then
that
if
a
you-
wait, you
flight?
can't take a plane to Chicago?
Oh, that's true.
What?
Take a plane
anywhere
pretty much
Chicago.
anywhere.
Anywhere you want.
Wait,
It's like
a what?
did
Yeah,
you
but-
say?
Atlanta, what was that flight?
Atlanta's the
We just
best.
went
Like
there.
2 hours.
Yeah.
You could take a plane.
And you don't have to drive.
Can't
fucking
take a plane
5
to the other
hours.
We could take a plane there. Well, Philly was 3 hours.
Yeah, it's not far.
There's only like 1 or 2 that you could drive to. Philly,
When's Atlanta?
maybe Boston.
Atlanta is wait a second, I just scrolled past it. The
I
heck?
think it's early. I think it's towards-
Yeah, it's March 17th. That's quick. It's coming up quick.
We'll talk. Well, let's.
But you could
Get
do
off here.
Chicago
That's,
end
that's
of
St.
April,
Patty's Day.
April 28th.
Oh, it's gonna be cold as shit. In
Yeah,
Chicago in
fuck
April.
that.
April 28th?
I'd rather do Atlanta in March, if we're basing it on temperature. But I have a bunch of friends in Chicago, and that would be fun for me.
Yeah, who wants to play golf in Iowa City? April 22nd.
It's gonna. It's in Chicago in April. It's gonna be
Definitely
like 40
fucking
degrees.
cold.
Fuck that.
You could play South Carolina, March 4th. $1,200.
Could be an idea.
All right, we'll talk.
I don't know where that is.
We will. We're gonna talk.
We're gonna
We'll
talk.
We'll have an answer next week.
All right. Well,
Good luck, boys.
Professional
go.
golf, Farmers Insurance Championship. Anybody watch it?
I watched the end, and I almost put money down on Harris English too, because I swear to God, every time that guy wins, he's always the guy leading going into day 4, and he never gives it up.
Well, he almost gave it up.
he almost gave it up,
he
but like,
did not play that
yeah,
well.
he dropped a couple strokes, but he was pretty much in the lead the entire day.
Yeah, I think there seems to be a shared theme so far in the just a few weeks into the PGA Tour season, or at least the tournaments that people actually pay attention to. Because Justin Thomas had a bad year last year. He finished runner-up last week. Harris English, after making the Ryder Cup team 2 years ago, I feel like last year he had a really bad year.
Yeah, I think he had like a surgery on something. I think he was kind
Is
of
that the
hurt.
case?
Yeah.
And
I don't
but
know.
regardless, he did not play well. He wasn't, I don't think he was in jeopardy of losing his card or anything, but he did not perform up to the standards that he probably set for himself as a Ryder Cup member. But now he's right back in the winner's circle. What's going on?
What are you doing, buddy?
Carry on.
Banging mics, making sound.
That's all I got for that.
Turn
I
it to
didn't.
Josh?
I didn't even watch it. But what? I don't know. You guys are like playing footsie or something.
I moved
Playing
my
footsie.
mic.
It's a
Communicating.
gigantic
separate-
water bottle.
I had to
He needs
separate
2
you
hands
two.
for this thing. Look at him.
I know. Guy brings the biggest fucking water bottle.
It's a water bottle.
5 gallon.
It's filled with fucking
It's
Kool-Aid.
a Svedka bottle.
Fucking Bert Kreischer over here.
You guys don't know about this.
So take your shirt off for this podcast?
Yeah. Green machine.
The machine. Green machine.
Oh yeah, the machine.
The machine.
Was that from
What are you, Hulk?
Green machine.
what am I thinking of? The soccer movie?
Yeah.
Big Green.
Big Green. The
Big
Big
Green.
Green.
TGL week 4.
He amped it up.
Actually, finally, a good match that was worth tuning into. The first 3 weeks were all landslides.
Yeah.
Yeah. They actually listened to the producer and kept it close.
Yeah, they did. They
You
followed.
You think
the
that was
script,
on
yeah.
purpose?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Nah. I mean, I think it was a joke and just the way he said it
Yeah.
didn't come out right.
Yeah.
You saw that?
No.
With Billy Horschel. He had an interview and during that, what was it, second week,
Third
whatever. And he was like, yeah, we're trying to keep it close, the producer said so. We're trying to abide by him.
Yeah, it's the type. Well, he's not used to being behind a microphone, really. Probably.
I don't know. He said
mean,
he
I
was
guess
supposed to
he
be one of
does.
the characters,
Yeah, probably the type of thing where he said it and then you
Yeah.
know, think it through. And then
Yeah.
afterwards,
Yeah, this
he's
one was definitely entertaining,
you
though.
Might get yelled at for that.
Tom Kim crushing putts.
Tom Kim was good.
They threw a hammer almost every hole. I felt like every other hole, where the week prior they didn't throw a single hammer.
I don't understand.
That they should change. They should make up rules and stuff where just to keep it like entertaining. This is what it's for, entertainment, right? You got to be able to throw that. You can't just hold on to it. I know it's strategy, but
Well,
they kept the hammer in their pocket the entire day.
the other team has to accept it too.
Yeah, I get it though, because if they deny it, then the point automatically goes. If you
Still need to
the
get
point
used
was
to the whole
automatically
hammer-
theirs if they
the
decline
whole
it.
hammer thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you
That's
can't
what
really
I-
decline it. Yeah, you have to.
I got you,
Yeah,
I got
they
you.
automatically get the point then if you decline it
Okay.
at any point.
So why do they even say you have a choice to accept it?
Because then it'll be worth 2.
Yeah.
So
No, but if
say
nobody's
you
ever
throw
gonna decline
you throw
it,
the hammer
why
to
would
me
they not
and I
replace it?
accept it. Now the hole's worth 2.
Yeah.
Well,
Right?
if you think you're going to lose 2 points instead of just 1, you decline it.
If he throws the hammer and you think you're gonna lose, right? Anyway,
Oh, okay.
it's might as well just accept it. Now you get the hammer in your pocket.
And you can throw the hammer at any point,
At
on
any point.
hole, as long as you
Mhm.
have
Yep.
Yes.
And before the tee shot, it has to be accepted. You can't deny it.
it. Okay.
But I think like maybe they should come up with a rule like you got to throw it like at least one time every 3 holes, to make it like more fucking interesting. Like, dude, watching them hold that hammer just because of strategy. I mean, I get it. They're playing for fucking the purse is a lot.
Is that a hammer in your pocket?
$20 million.
You just happen to
But
see me.
still, it's like, come on, guys. Like,
So, you watched it after the fact, right? I didn't watch it at all, but it was on yesterday.
It was on
during
while
the
you were
night
playing,
thing.
but it was on.
Was it
further
where since it was a closer match than the other three? Was there I don't know, was it a little more tense? The
Yeah.
energy, was it more competitive?
Yeah,
It seemed
definitely.
Like they were taking it more serious.
they were making a good, like, both teams were making putts, and they were pumped.
Nice.
Like, Tom Kim was shushing the crowd, like he always does in team play. It was good. It was a good match.
Why were they against him?
I forgot what they were
No,
chanting.
but he's talking shit to the other team.
No, they were chanting something.
The other, there was crowds in there.
Oh, they were chanting Scotty because
Yeah.
when he shit the bed against Scotty Scheffler in the playoff, whatever. I forgot
He sunk like a 10, 12 footer,
what match that was.
and he was like, "What was that? What was that?"
Yeah.
Like doing the ear thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was.
The overtime was pretty cool. I'm a fan of it.
Yeah,
You see that?
I mean,
Is it? Oh, I know it went to overtime. Did
Yeah.
Tiger make the putt to send it to overtime? Because I know that they threw the hammer.
No,
and Tiger had to make the putt.
Adam Scott. did.
Adam Scott, yeah.
He made like a 40 footer.
Yeah.
Really?
Bombed it.
And then is it like sudden death? Whoever wins the first hole? What's
It's
the
closest to the pin.
To
just
chip
one
off.
shot?
To
Yeah.
chip off.
Chip
Really?
off.
And that decides the whole match?
That's
Yeah.
the size.
It's like a shootout.
I don't know if I like that.
It's like a shootout. It's player versus player, and then whoever wins that, then it goes to me
And you get a
two
point,
next. Then
Yeah.
you get 1 point.
and then
It's like,
whoever has more
hockey.
points- Yeah. I mean,
Like you
it's-
get one chance, and then it
I
goes
feel
to the
like they
second.
can't do like a whole extra hole because it's going to take too long.
Yeah, that is interesting, but I don't know. What if? I guess you could. You have to sort of strategize.
The chip off
very-
is not from here to there. It's
Yeah, it's far.
like a 50 yarder.
I think it was like 34 yards or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks if that's. They're all professional golfers, but if that's maybe the weakest part of your game is.
And
50
it was on top of the ridge too, so it's not easy to get on there. And you
Yeah.
got to keep it on the green, obviously.
Yeah, you got to keep it on the green
It's a hard chip.
and get
So
it
then,
close.
what happened with the chip off? What was the
Um,
The
development?
Jupiter team won.
yeah,
'cause
Did
got
they
out
just?
of-
What
obviously.
they won? No, I know,
No.
but was it like
No, it was
close?
Keegan-
Like, did they trade points, or did they just? Get
Yeah.
the first-
I
They
think
did
you just
trade-
get 1 point, right? I think it's just worth 1 point. So they won 4-3.
Well, they traded points. Yeah.
Right. I'm
Oh,
the
saying,
chip off.
each
Yeah.
one gets.
did Jupiter
oh,
just if they just get the first three? then
Yeah,
it's
Jupiter
gonna
won
end
the
up in
first
that?
one,
then Boston.
then Boston.
Did it come? So it came down to like
It
the
came
last
down
one.
to the last one.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Right?
Did it? Actually,
Or no, they won 2. No, they won.
no,
they
no,
won
it
the
did.
first.
No,
2.
it did go to the last one.
It did.
Yeah, Tiger chipped.
And he is the one that he was the
last.
decider.
Yeah,
That's pretty. Just
him and Rory.
maybe that's what Horschel was talking about. That's how they would
That's-
script it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely scripted. Then.
It was down to Tiger, his league.
Yep, it was scripted.
Yeah, they looked like shit in their first match. Jupiter.
Yeah,
Kisner looked a lot better.
They got waxed. Oh yeah.
yeah.
He played a lot better.
Who sat out?
Homa.
Homa.
Okay. What I'm a little curious about is the travel seems pretty seems like a lot. Cuz
Yeah, these guys are playing in California right now. They're gonna fucking
Well, that's
fly.
what
Right.
Rory's kind of complaining about and talking about.
but Rory
Not
was-
necessarily specifically that, but
Rory said
just
that.
too many events. Yeah, oh yeah, he's came out talking about too many.
but he was talking
They're
about
being
the
like
fans.
oversaturation
He was talking
for
about
the fans,
getting
but
fatigued.
Oh wait,
well, it just
which
means
might
that
be
the
code
players are
for-
playing
yeah.
too much.
wait. Oversaturation of golf during the week.
Yes, or just
Huh.
throughout
What's-
the season.
There's
So many events.
now there's so many different channels like
It's
some,
only 2 hours once a week.
but he's probably
now you
He's
got
not
saying
talking
4
about just
days.
TGL. He's just talking about just oversaturation of golf.
The landscape of
TGL,
golf,
the golf.
yeah.
There's so many golf events.
YouTube
That they
guys.
have to play.
Live, you
Exactly.
got
Live.
YouTube
I'm not
guys.
comparing.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
TGL.
I'm saying that's what he's talking about, though.
I guess. I mean, I would never compare TGL to a regular round of golf.
But he's
It's
saying
two totally different.
I know, but like he's more of a
But I
golf.
wouldn't say that's oversaturation. It's just watching another.
He's saying it's
sport.
fatigue for the fans. There's just golf all over the place.
Yeah.
You kind of just grow tired of it.
I don't
Not
know.
saying anyone really
I
is.
disagree.
That's just his opinion, I guess. Also, he wants to play less events.
Well,
Might be-
that's probably
that-
more the reason.
That's why I can't see the top players in the world playing every year. Because like they don't need the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it changes it up. They
I
said it
guess,
themselves.
but if you're fucking
They
traveling
said
from California to
showing
Florida,
up-
California to
I
Florida,
mean, they're also
And-
doing it on
and-
like
Surprised
private
if some
jets
of these
too.
guys are like next year because
Hawaii to Florida.
but every interview that they've gone to in TGL, they've said it's way different. It gets your juices going. You're nervous.
I get
These
it, but
players like that stuff.
for 1 year, you do that multiple years,
Do it
maybe
every winter.
every winter.
I get it. I
'Cause
guarantee you
they're
they'll have
still
other
playing.
teams
It's
join.
not like they're not playing.
and he's also saying
Maybe a draft will happen.
as a golf purist,
That'd be cool.
he probably feels like a lot of the the casual or the typical golf viewer is maybe gonna have to make a decision at some point. Maybe 1 week they'll want to watch live. People only have so much time, and if that detracts from the PGA Tour and those tournaments,
Yeah, I guess I can see
then
that.
he probably thinks
I
that
forgot Liv is coming up.
I mean, now that's more like live. People are like, oh, this is more like live. I'd rather watch live than PGA Tour. Especially when you see the PGA Tour playing 7 hours.
On 17 different broadcasts.
I know. It's so annoying.
I know. It really is.
But this week especially, it was an early week because they didn't want to compete. The PGA didn't want to compete with the NFL playoffs, so they started on Wednesday and it went to Saturday.
Yeah.
So the TGL was on Tuesday night in
They got-
Florida, and they got to
Tuesday,
fly
Wednesday,
overnight.
Thursday, Friday.
Some of these guys have a morning tee time on
Yeah,
Wednesday morning. I don't know. That's a lot for anybody.
that's brutal.
Even on a regular week where it starts on Thursday and you get a day off, that's still a lot.
Well, that's why they're playing the Riviera now too. Not the Riviera, the Genesis, Torrey Pines.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And that's where last week was, right?
Mhm.
Huh. It's interesting that they're just double dipping on a course, but I guess they only have so many options with.
Well, it's
Well,
Ti-
coach has got to get ready for
it's
for it,
Tiger.
too.
It's Tiger's event, and he loves Torrey Pines.
Yeah.
So maybe he can actually win one.
Is he going to enter? He didn't enter his last event.
I know.
Sorry.
It's okay. Get out of here.
He's hitting the ball pretty good, somewhat.
Well, when he doesn't have to walk, that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Is he? Is he?
But he walked into
I
P.
think that's the reason why he doesn't, because it's the fatigue that he has on his. Makes sense.
Hmm.
He doesn't really have to walk in TGL.
But Torrey Pines is pretty flat. It's not terrible, right? I don't know.
I don't remember.
It's enough golf for now. I think.
All right.
Already 50 minutes
Fine.
in.
Let's do what you want to do.
For now.
Been talking
Jeez,
about
wow. All right.
I mean, we've been talking about the
Smooth
farmers.
transition.
Talk about oversaturation of golf, I guess.
Oversaturation.
I
of
know
golf.
it's over it
I mean, I thought
He's overstimulated.
I thought
too much
we
golf.
were like 25 minutes in. I looked
Well,
down. It's
I
like,
guess you
shit,
want to talk about football.
Still got to talk about
Talk about the foosball.
playoffs.
Playoffs.
Conference week, conference championship week.
I'm disappointed.
Chiefs, Bills, Eagles, Commanders, Redskins.
Good job.
Wow, you got it.
All right.
Can't say it too loud.
No.
You're disappointed. Are you surprised?
No.
A little bit.
What surprises you?
What surprises me?
The colors.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
colors.
Have they changed
I don't
this
know.
year?
I didn't do that shit.
So
Don't
the
get me
Chiefs
going
and
again.
the Eagles.
I mean,
what color's the logo? It's got to be red and green.
I feel like I
right.
haven't
They
even
changed
seen
it, bro. They changed it.
I haven't even seen it.
I
I
know,
don't even know what it looks like.
Because they heard me and they were like, no,
Yeah.
I can't do that.
The conspiracy.
Yeah. So what are you
no,
surprised?
I wanted the two other teams to
Yeah, I think a lot of people did.
Yeah.
Especially in this room.
win.
Oh man, it's back with vengeance. Is this it?
What?
Same ones?
Oh come on.
What are you looking at?
logo from last year?
Oh, the logo.
It's
No, that was last year.
Oh. Super Bowl.
it is the same teams as last year.
No, 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Well, yeah. Oh, that sucks.
Kind of red and green, reddish.
Yeah,
And
last year was 49ers
pinkish green.
Chiefs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which was already a rematch
Yeah, and now this is
from a couple
rematch.
years. Now there's another match. Rematch.
I wanted Washington. They were plus 850.
I would have preferred
Before
them
the
over
game.
the Eagles,
Did
but
you bet on them?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Jane Daniels is
Hate
still
the
pretty
Eagles.
impressive. It certainly wasn't his fault. I think every team on the every player on the Commanders fumbled except for Jane
Yeah.
Daniels.
Yeah.
Yeah, just you got to seize the moment a little better.
I think everybody was rooting for Washington.
That and how about the whole thing at
Everybody
the
was
goal
rooting for
line? I've never heard
Oh,
of
yeah,
that
I've never
before.
heard of that
before
They can
either.
award a
Hilarious, yeah.
touchdown.
It makes sense though.
Well,
It makes
If
sense.
you just keep going off
if you just keep
Yeah.
going off sides, eventually.
they eventually
Now-
invent their own
Now,
rule.
question for betting purposes, that would throw off like the whole game. Who's scoring a touchdown? Who's the touchdown get credited to?
Oh,
You
no,
know, if somebody was betting,
just
on
nobody
something
scored.
there.
Credit to anybody. Yeah,
I'm just saying that's never happened before. People would be losing
No,
their
but-
minds.
yeah. I mean, that's just the tush push. They executed to perfection. They had no other. They knew that they're going to score.
Yeah,
There's no way to stop it.
it was
was-
it
but
was
it's just
interesting
funny,
to
like,
watch.
You just
Like
gotta
if he
try to
commits that
find it.
penalty again, it's a
Automatic
Yeah.
touchdown. Just making up.
But
rules.
no,
think
it's a
about
personal foul. Then the other guy does it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, they've been notified that if
Think
they
about it. They
continue
would
to do
have had
this,
to get that perfectly timed 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
not happening. Not happening. So I
That was
understand
funny.
why
I've
they
never
kept
seen
doing
anything
it.
like that.
No. Makes sense though. Because if you think about it, if they kept going off sides at like the 50, it would have just kept getting closer and closer and closer to the end zone.
Yeah.
Until they couldn't go in anymore.
Yeah, until it was on the
The inch line.
half an inch yard line. Yeah.
I mean, it was worth a shot to try to jump over the top.
It was.
yeah, definitely.
Those were 3
That's why they
shots.
kept doing it.
And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
and then the refs are like, all right.
And then, well,
Yeah.
the last time was not on purpose.
No, I don't think so.
I wonder if he went to the line, just no play, just let me try to get these guys again. Curious.
Well, they went on like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he went off sides on 3.
Yeah, I thought that game was going to be a little bit closer, but 3 or 4 turnovers.
Yeah, that turned
big
well.
difference.
They were
And
forcing it at the
Eagles'
end.
offense was just firing on all
Yeah,
cylinders.
Saquon.
Like-
Yeah,
by
they were
Saquon,
going
yeah.
for it in their own.
They
Tore it up
scored over
again.
50 points, right?
Yeah. 55. Oh yeah, and that was a NFC record, NFC Championship record.
Oh, really?
Yeah, previous was 49.
Yeah. I mean, the Chiefs are going to have a problem with them if they fucking play like that.
I don't know if they're going to have many problems. I think they got the league in their pocket.
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
I think whoever's
I
facing
think
them
once
has
again-
a problem because they're
once
playing
again,
the Chiefs
sure.
and the rest.
Especially now that the refs know they can just award
Dude.
touchdowns to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
For reason. Like,
Yeah.
they
Like,
say,
oh,
oh,
shit, that's a new
Chiefs get a touchdown.
that's a new
What
one.
other, they're probably in the huddled in a room right now thinking, what other random rules could we just make up to benefit the
How
Chiefs?
can we
Like,
benefit?
They're going to go in for the tush push,
Chiefs.
and the refs are going to be like,
That's not
offsides,
allowed.
Chiefs.
yeah,
Touchdown to the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
as it
Chiefs
turns
get
out,
the
we just
touchdown.
make up rules during the game and nobody's going to say anything.
Yeah.
No, they're
Sorry,
gonna,
we
like you
have
said,
to.
they're going to go for the tush push, and the refs are going to be like, "That's banned."
Yeah, that's banned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
Yeah,
yeah. Create a new rule like the tuck rule, the tush push rule, not against the Chiefs.
but yeah, the refs are once again they strike again. It's crazy, and it's funny. You talk like you go online and you read like Chiefs fans like saying
Mhm.
like, "What are you blind?" Like that we clearly stopped them. I'm like, no, definitely you did not stop them.
Yeah.
He was over by an entire body.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
And it wasn't even just that play. Like,
Yeah, it wasn't.
I'm trying to look at it as objectively as possible, but it just seems pretty blatant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at this point,
Like there was the 3rd and 3,
The worthy catch.
the worthy catch that they
Yes.
replayed. It hit the
it
ground.
showed it hit the
Yeah.
ground.
And it was in the defender's arm.
Yeah. Well,
Granted,
Yeah, so if it
Well-
hits the ground, it's not a catch for the defender,
Well-
but it hits the ground, it's a catch for him when they
No,
when they both
listen,
have an arm
they
on it.
did say if both receiver and defender come down with
Tie
it,
does go to the
tie
receiver,
goes to
sure,
the receiver.
but the ball hit the ground.
So
didn't
that
control
that
that,
in itself, they made the right call, but it hit the ground.
The ball
So
hit the
how-
ground, but the ball didn't really move.
So you're saying they both had possession
The ball,
of it,
the ball's allowed to hit the
hit
ground.
the ground, but not
If it
not
don't-
shift in
yeah,
the
if it
hand.
doesn't shift.
Okay. So then, therefore,
So it's-
regardless, I
they
don't
did
think-
make the right call if that's the case.
without results aside, there would have been a defensive holding on that play, so it probably would have ended up scoring anyway on that drive. But
Yeah.
still, and there was the 3rd and 3, there was the 4th and 1, which ultimately decided the game because they turned it over. And
I mean, it's
Chiefs
truly
ended up
amazing that
scoring.
they're
they had
at
a
this
1-point lead at the time. They probably would have scored a touchdown, or at least maybe would have. It really decided the game.
Yeah.
maybe it wasn't as conclusive as I want to believe it was, but I don't know.
No, it's just truly amazing that there's like no technology to really determine
Because then
where
how
the
could they
ball went.
manipulate the
I know,
outcome?
exactly.
You know?
It's like tennis. You watch tennis, there's the Hawkeye thing. They could replay and show like a video game version of the ball exactly where
it nicks
it went
the line,
within
yeah.
like 2 seconds
Yeah.
of that play happening.
Yeah, what they're
I mean, we're
capable of,
relying on a
man.
guy hold the chain. Are the chains really 10 yards apart? Do we know that that's the right spot? You're running in from one side, I'm running in from the other.
Should put a tracker in a
That's
bowl.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, there is
Technology exists.
Yeah,
They
there's
just
like-
something to be said
it's
for
not
the
gonna
charm,
affect it.
do it.
the charm of having kind of the old school, the refs with the chain and
Yeah, but I think
having
everybody's
non-robot umps in baseball and stuff. But at some point, you
But
have
that's
to,
where it's all heading towards.
Yeah.
The robot strike
Well,
zone's going to happen.
I feel like the only reason it hasn't happened yet is so because they want to exercise some kind of control over the outcome of the game.
Well,
But
you
I
got
see
to
it
think
more
there
in
also is
football.
human error in
Well, that's
a lot
Well,
of
that's
these
what they're trying to
sports.
eliminate.
We should try to eliminate as
Well,
much
no.
as possible.
Yeah. Well, what am I?
I mean,
I'm
you
not saying. I'm
see
not saying
bad
human
spot
error.
after bad spot after bad spot.
It's the same thing with strike zones. You see a ball 4
Yeah.
inches off called a strike all
Yeah.
the time. Like why are they doing that?
And then it's like the more it happens, the more games that Angel Hernandez gets to ump on.
Yeah, exactly.
They just finally
There's
let
no
him go.
punishment.
But you would think at some point they'd be like, he's like reffing umping World Series games.
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah,
It's wild.
I don't know, but
I feel like it's always the wrong ref spotting the ball too. Like it's the ref on the opposite side of the
Yeah.
field that couldn't see shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
and that's who they go with. It's
I know.
crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like
yeah. At least a couple bad spots in that game.
Yeah.
I think the Chiefs were penalized 6 times for like 20 yards, and the Bills were penalized 8 times for like 50 yards.
Hmm.
So that is, quite a difference. It could
Yeah.
certainly, if called at the right times, depending what the penalties are. I'm not saying every single one of them was questionable, but could certainly shift the outcome of a game.
That, and I think a lot of guys, the going for 2 stuff, I don't know. It's exciting, but it comes back to bite you sometimes. Like, had they just taken the extra point on the 2 times prior, like, didn't they go? They went
Yeah.
for 2 twice, right?
Yeah.
And didn't convert.
Yeah, they would have
Just
been
take
up by
those points.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have to do it, the game would be a little closer at the end.
I mean, I'm not going to pretend to know more about these guys. They obviously dedicate.
No, I know. It's all
their life.
hindsight. I'm saying that
But
in hindsight, of course, but it
It
just
works.
seems
It works.
shakes
until it
out that
doesn't.
way.
You see, like Dan Campbell and the Lions. They were notorious for going for it every 4th and short.
Yeah.
And it really worked.
Well,
Like seemingly every time.
well, going
think
for
it doesn't
going
hurt.
for it
It's
on
awesome.
foot down is different than going for 2 all the time.
Yeah.
but I think when they went for 2, I think there was a penalty, and they accepted the penalty where they moved it closer to the end zone. So therefore, analytics say
Go for
Yeah.
it. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true.
But it's getting even crazier.
when-
Like now, you see teams. The Commanders were very aggressive too.
On the first drive, where they went for
4th and 5.
2 times.
4th and 5 at like midfield. I don't know. I feel like a couple of years ago that wasn't even. I
No,
don't even know
nobody
if
would be
the
doing that a
analytics
few
say
years
to
ago.
go for
A few years ago, you
4th
just be
and 5.
punting
Yeah.
the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, like 20, 25 years ago, it was just you would always just kick the field goal. Every 4th and short, you would just kick the field goal,
Mm-hmm.
put points on the board.
Yeah.
which I think probably the optimal strategy is somewhere in the middle. But I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah, I guess
Depends.
going against the Eagles offense, he felt like he had to go for
You
it.
need points. Yeah.
Needed big
They're
points.
going to put up points. Obviously, the Commanders
You know they're going to run the
Don't
ball,
have a
run the
great
clock
defense.
out. They're not going to get the ball
they
that
have a
many
bad
times.
rush defense.
Yeah.
The Eagles have a great rushing game.
No,
So
yeah, it's all
I'm sure that all plays
situational,
into
but-
it. And when it works, when they get it and they put the pressure on the other team and they kind of,
Mm-hmm.
make them feel uncomfortable, then it obviously works in their favor. Hindsight's 2020.
College, look at Notre Dame. They went for it a lot.
I think they were going to have to
They had
be
to.
aggressive and take some chances
Exactly,
in order
because
to win that
Ohio
game.
State's going to score a lot. So
Yeah.
I figured we got to put up mad points to actually have a shot. It makes sense. I mean, if the stats say to go for it,
Got to shoot your shot.
yeah.
Yep.
You're playing for all the poker chips are in the middle. You got to
Sure.
like,
Hey, you're a poker player.
Yeah.
You know a thing about that.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
really. I don't think it relates that much, but what, just gambling?
Going all in
Go
on the championship game.
Yeah, yeah.
All
I
in.
mean, yeah. If you think we've talked about this in the past, where would you take a free $1 million or
Yes.
these sort of things? Yeah, if I feel like the odds are even a little bit in my favor, I'm gonna take what the chances dictate. And I guess it's sort of the same thing in football. If you think that it's the best decision, even though it might be met with some pushback, if it doesn't work out, you still gotta do it. What you think is right, and a lot of chances you got to be able to defend it as a coach.
And and a lot of these teams are confident in going for it on fourth
Yeah.
down.
But
Especially if you look
Like
at
Washington.
if you look at Jaden Daniels' stats
Yeah.
going forward on fourth
gonna say
down,
Washington,
they were
number one.
ridiculous.
Detroit was another one.
right, yeah, when they beat Detroit, nothing could go
Yeah.
wrong for them. So it's sort of, you live by the sword, you die by the
Mhm.
sword. I feel bad for Josh Allen because he played. He's gonna get the criticism after this. Obviously, it's not on him per se, but this is 3 times
That guy leaves it
that
all in the
4
field
times.
every time.
4 times where they've lost to the Chiefs, and
He leaves.
Yeah, that's
you
brutal.
got to think they're gonna break through one time, but it's not even. It's not like he's not seizing the moment, or he's getting. He's letting the moment define him, or he's playing bad. Like, I feel like maybe he was a little bit slow. There were some nerves out of the gate, but after the first couple of drives, like, he really settled in and pretty much didn't make a mistake. He made a lot of really tough throws, a lot of good decisions. There was one play where I think it was 3rd and long. I could be wrong on that, but he threw it into double coverage because he saw a flag out of the corner of
He
his eye,
pointed it out.
and he knew that it was on
Yeah.
the defense and it was a free play. And the commentators, the broadcast team, didn't even. It's their job to observe these things, and they didn't even see it. They were like, "What is he doing? What a reckless throw!" And then after the fact, they were like, "Did he see that? He must have." Like, that's really next level. In order to be able to process that in game, in a playoff game, knowing that you have a free play, like, I was pretty impressed by that. And then the
I'm
last play, they rushed him. He had no chance, and he still almost made the play.
Yeah.
The
I think he
Dalton,
should have caught that, to be honest.
I mean,
Yeah. It was
Schultz-
catchable.
who was a tight end?
Kincaid.
Kincaid dropped the ball. Yeah,
And it came out that he played with 2 bad knees.
Who?
A torn PCL.
Who did?
Kincaid.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And the other one was, I just read that today. That came
What are you bitching about?
Yeah.
out for real. Hey, give me $25 million.
Can't golf.
Yeah.
This guy's playing on 2
I'll be
banged
out
up
there.
knees.
Golf. Ding.
$25 million to play a kid's game.
It's a grown man's game.
Grown man's game.
So who do you guys got? Who are you picking? Who are you taking?
Fucking.
I'm going to go with
Brett,
Detroit.
line's only 1.5.
I'm
I think
sticking with
Chiefs
Detroit.
favorite.
No, I'm just kidding.
I think if
Detroit.
you bet against the Chiefs, you just deserve to lose whatever you bet.
Yeah. I don't think
Point.
It's true.
anyone.
I know.
The Eagles are a great.
I'm
team.
not gonna watch the game, so it doesn't even matter.
You're not.
No.
Boycott
You're
it.
actually not going to watch it.
No, I'm working overtime
I was gonna say,
and
don't
I'm going to
worry.
bed. Fuck it.
True.
I have no desire to watch the game.
It's funny. I feel like that's a popular take. A lot of people just hate.
I
that.
have heard
Nobody
that a
cares.
lot. Nobody gives a shit.
I don't.
I mean-
I
Fuck the Eagles. Fuck the Chiefs.
I don't really
Fuck
even
'em.
Yeah.
hate the Chiefs per se. I hate what they. I don't hate what they represent. I hate how they're the NFL's media, or the NFL's.
A good game would have been Philly Bills.
NFL's
Philly,
like
Buffalo.
their darling team, who sort of what the Lakers and LeBron is in the NBA, and what the Yankees are in baseball. That's annoying,
What you point at me for?
but I like Andy Reid. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't hate
I know.
any one player on the team. It is annoying where it feels like, for lack of a better word, rigged. But
That's the problem.
I mean,
And-
was anybody saying it was rigged when the Patriots were doing this, though?
They didn't have
Someone-
Taylor
It's
Swift,
different.
That's true. They didn't have Taylor Swift. They had Giselle.
and I feel like they weren't getting the same amount of calls as the Chiefs.
yeah, I don't think
They had the tuck rule.
Tom Brady
Eh.
had the biggest call of all time.
Tom Brady
man.
was a bit of a whiner, just like Mahomes was.
greatness, or the establishment of a dynasty necessarily needs to mean that it's rigged in their favor. Like, there
Yeah.
could be a great team that wins every year that just deserves it. But
Could be the Chiefs.
I don't know, man.
I know, a lot of
feel
things
you see
happen
The same
and-
thing
but-
happen over and over, and
Yeah.
it's just too hard to ignore.
It's the roughing the
It's-
quarterback penalties, and
Yeah, but that's
which
all of them.
Tom didn't have to deal with that. Like it was a different game back then.
yeah, he wasn't as protected. I mean, Mahomes, you like breathe on him, and it's
Yeah.
personal
Well, no.
foul.
Mahomes constantly complains to the refs, and he always gets his way. That's what it looks like.
Okay, but it's not just him, like them being like, okay, yes, Patrick, we'll get.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Then you see
every
him trying
quarterback
to-
is kind of
see him
treated
try to
that way.
flop
And
then
obviously, these
like that.
top
Yeah.
quarterbacks are going to get the benefit of the doubt. It's like a batter in baseball, right? Like the ump is going to give Aaron Judge the benefit of the doubt
Yeah.
on
over some of the-
versus
They
some
called him
random
some
kid.
bad
No,
stuff.
and I know that might be a
All the
bad
time.
example because he does,
No,
his strike
basketball,
zone.
especially basketball.
but that's how it works, though.
Yeah,
the
basketball I
superstars
agree
get
with
more
the
calls.
flopping.
Like it's pretty
Yeah.
well known.
Yeah.
LeBron's going to get more calls than like some rookie.
Yeah.
Then Brunson.
Which is kind of stupid.
You don't want to say
too.
rightfully so. It really shouldn't
No,
matter.
it's
You
not.
shouldn't get
It should-
more calls just because you're LeBron or
Right.
Patrick Mahomes. But that's just
That's I
human
feel like
nature,
that's
I
kind
guess.
of
I
a
don't know.
Different version. Like that's sort of corruption too. In
Yeah,
its own right.
absolutely.
But yeah, you see it. It seems very prevalent in football where you tap Mahomes, and it's always at the most inopportune time. Where
Yeah.
a lot of deciding.
Well, what, 2 weeks ago with the Texans, right?
Yeah.
The guys are, I mean, it's impossible to really pull yourself back at that. Two guys, they hit each other more
Yeah.
than they hit him.
Yeah.
Mahomes is so good at doing everything last minute.
Yeah,
So like his slide is like last minute fucking quick slide down.
Yeah.
Like if you see most quarterbacks, like it's like a big overextended slide. Like you
Mhm.
know they're about to slide.
Yeah.
He does like a quick fucking
Mm-hmm.
then he gets tapped in the head.
And he knows the rules, so he plays
Or not
he
get
takes
tapped in the head, and he
advantage
still
of
gets.
and that's
Yeah.
that's
He
a skill in
leverages that,
itself.
you
I
know.
mean, I think that there's something to be said for that. That's that's its own skill.
Yeah.
Whether or not it's good for the game, I guess, is a different story.
Not good for the game.
it.
But-
No, because a couple of years ago, if the quarterback's running and taking off, you can just
Yeah,
annihilate him. Now you have to like, is he going to slide? Do I have to ask him what he's going to
Yeah,
do? You know,
yeah.
I'm not allowed
It
to
adds a
touch
whole
him. We have to
different element.
dance.
Uh-huh.
You know,
What was that? Joe Burrow in college? Like
But-
the fake slide?
Oh, I think it was.
No, that was Kenny Pickett.
That's
Oh,
right,
Kenny
yeah,
Pickett.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he
I think
returned,
Allen
and he,
did it too.
Yeah, I
to the
think he
end
did it
zone.
after Kenny Pickett did
Yeah.
it in college.
Yeah, and then right. What it does is it breeds stuff like that, and it's sort of. I don't know.
It's
It's not
smart.
really.
I mean,
it's smart, but
yeah.
it's not really football.
But then they
you
outrun
know?
it though. Then you can't. They as soon as you attempt.
Yeah.
well, they're not going to
Even
go
like
back
the
to you
fir-
just being able to blast the quarterback.
No.
I mean,
Not
guys,
really. Yeah, you
guys getting
can.
paid $50 million a year. They got
You can if the guy's gonna come at you.
Just make the quarterback flag football.
Yeah.
2-hit touch. What are you gonna do with Lamar then? That's how he gets his yards. And Josh Allen.
It's just if it was just one game every once in a while, mistakes happen and everything. But it's
That's
year
what
after
happens.
year, all
happens.
season long. He was 8th, I think, this season in total QBR. Mahomes was. They won every close game. A lot of them came down to officiating towards the end, and then even more in the playoffs. And it's like every year, it's the same old story.
I hope Barkley
I seem
runs for
like
300
I
yards.
sound like
against
such a
them.
hater right now. He's a great player. I don't want to pretend like he's not, but
I can't.
I don't know. It makes you not want to watch
No.
after a while. With that being said, if he was on the Jets, I would love Patrick Mahomes.
1,000%. You'd be
Yeah.
his biggest defender.
Yeah.
Yeah. But those are the rules. He's allowed to do that. He could do that.
Yeah,
That, you know, 100% different story.
Yep.
So
Biased opinion. So, are we gonna do a pod parlay for the Super Bowl?
yeah, but you're not allowed to put it in.
I'll eat. I
You're
said I
banned.
would eat it,
Yeah.
Sean.
Before
I don't know why
that,
you think I
actually,
wouldn't eat it.
Did you guys see the spike?
I don't know. You said you stopped eating.
Oh yeah,
You see
that
Patrick
spike was
Mahomes' spike?
ridiculous. Yeah.
Just like the fail in that
Yes.
made me feel kind of good in a way.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he just looked
He
like
wanted
an
to
idiot
spike it so
for-
bad, just like kind of
first-
flew
just
out of
slipped
his
out
hand
of
and
his
went
hand,
forward.
yeah. Then he pretended like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like until
I meant
after,
it.
like it was a spike. Yeah.
But going back, yeah,
we could do something.
it was my
if you
fault.
would
So
like. If
You were-
What was your
Parlay.
fault?
the not checking the. So what happened? All right, I'll explain what happened. So we were trying. I was waiting for Josh to answer, because I wanted him to be in it so we could do 4, and it was taking him a long time to. Because I already had the other 3 already lined up,
Yeah.
locked in. I was just waiting for his. So when he said he was out, whatever, I went back to that that parlay and just put the money in and submitted. And I didn't check to see if the lines changed. So that's what happened. And it went from Gainwell went from 9.5 like you wanted to 10.5
in those few minutes.
And there is no alt to do that.
No, there's not.
You
Listen,
can't-
I don't blame you.
You
It's
can't
fine.
do that.
I know
So
that it was
I
a
do.
mistake.
And then when you
It was
pointed
just-
that out,
It's easy to blame you as much as I love to blame you.
He's
even when-
blaming
it
Josh,
was
so you can
100%
blame
my
him
fault
at
because
least.
Even when you're not
It's
deserving of
100% my
blame,
fault.
I could see how that could easily happen.
but it 100% is my fault because you have to look at the lines to see if they move.
But also, what are
They-
the chances
they
of
tell
it
you-
coming down
move,
to that yard?
But
usually
here's
tell
my
you.
out.
Yeah, really.
Here's my out. If they did move, I would have told you, hey, it went from 9.5 to 10.5, and you guess what you would have done? Put it in anyway.
Hmm.
I don't know,
100%.
man.
I don't know.
When it's 9.5,
1 yard?
1 yard is a lot.
He was adamant about
It's
9.5.
It's 10% of the total yards. It's kind of a lot.
Well,
When it's
and
100
and
yards, it's not.
I
but
love how
it's
you guys
9.5.
say like Gainwell had like more than 6 or 7 up to 10 touches
No, he had
in
one
every
touch.
single game.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So yes, I get how you were like, oh well, the game's close. You're gonna give it to Barkley. He's your best player. I get that too. But guess what? You don't want to like burn him out either.
Listen, well, it's the playoffs. Like you got.
I get it. I understand.
It's
but
win or go home. You know.
but you
You're not
you
gonna
were
give-
you were
you're not
shaming
gonna
me
give
for
the ball
saying
to
it's
Kenneth
20.
Gainwell
It
in
was
the fourth quarter of a
26 to
one-possession
1
game.
carries. Yeah. Well, normally that does even in the playoffs. It could be the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter. It's not going to be that.
Well,
Why
far
don't we
apart
just go
it
back
was.
to?
But anyway, do you guys want to do a Super Bowl pod? And it could be anything.
Well, I don't. Or the prop
parlay.
lines even out yet?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
So
they?
it's not.
Well,
Yeah.
Oh, they are.
We got next
They're-
week.
yeah.
We got a whole
yeah,
nother
we have
week.
a whole
Yeah,
week
so
to
I'm
work
saying-
on that.
We'll
So
do-
look
work
for
on it.
look for
Sure.
the Super Bowl pod parlay that we'll have up.
Do
That's what I'm saying.
What's the
We'll
spread?
post it like I don't know.
What did it
We'll do it
1.5.
10 spots.
Friday or
Chiefs are 1.5 point favorite right now.
Wow, that is the easiest slam dunk Chiefs bet. Oh, the Chiefs. I thought you said the Eagles. Even still.
Chiefs.
Chief money line. Is
Yeah,
that
I don't
anything?
know, man. I'm probably just gonna bet my mortgage on the Chiefs.
Bold strategy.
I'll probably bet the over. Root for points.
What is the over under right now?
40 something probably. 48.
49.
That's my
and a half.
guess. Ooh, all right. That was 1 point off.
I don't know. Well, got some time to do a little research. I don't know. They're
Yeah, we
two
got
pretty
time.
good defenses.
We got time.
Yeah,
Does,
we'll
doesn't
make
sound
the
too good to be true.
how about we'll
It's
make
your
the
whole
selections.
new
We'll make the selections next week.
mythology, right?
Sure. Does it sound too good to be true?
Yeah.
The spread. I mean, the Eagles are a very good team. They lost twice during the regular season. And they've really been probably the best
Twice?
team in the
Yeah,
league. Both their losses were pretty early in the season. They've just been pretty much unbeatable.
Who's?
The Eagles.
The
Eagles?
Chiefs lost twice.
Chiefs lost once.
Twice.
No, they lost.
Twice?
Yeah.
They gave
Bills
up.
No,
twice.
they lost
15.
that one game with
They got blown out.
where,
the last
30
Carson
game.
nothing,
Wentz
yeah.
started towards the end of the year,
Oh, you're right.
which doesn't even really
You're right.
count.
I think the Eagles lost 4 times.
Did they?
Yeah.
You sure?
Fact checker.
Man, you question me
Fact
all
check.
the
No,
time.
I think you're wrong. I'm pretty sure they lost 2 games out of the first 4 or 5, and then they didn't lose after that.
Who's got the fake news?
Sean does.
Ooh.
do.
They lost 3 times.
All right,
You're both
we'll
wrong.
Split the difference. Yeah, we'll split the difference. Would you guys?
Wait,
like
hold
to
on. How do you feel? How do you two feel
Feel bad.
being Giant fans? Saquon. You rooting for him?
Oh,
I'm not rooting for him.
I'm not gonna root
You're
for
not
him.
rooting for him?
I'm not. I'm happy.
Really?
I'm happy he's doing well because it's not like Saquon did anything bad against the Giants.
I rooted for Darnold.
Okay.
I'm not going to root for the Eagles to win a Super Bowl.
You have like some really bad analogies. You
Yeah.
rooting
Like
for
Darnold?
Darnold. That's the same as Saquon. Darnold was
It's not
complete
like
ass.
Darnold didn't go to the arch rival of your
Very true.
football team.
Okay.
And by the
So,
time
yeah,
he
not
left,
even
he was
close.
back
But he
up.
was like a staple for the Giants.
Yeah, but it's not like
Of course he
He-
was. But Darnold didn't go to the Dolphins and go to the Super
Eagles
Bowl.
fans were cheering for Ertz when he left the field. Played for him for 9 years.
it's not like the Eagles gave Barkley a shit ton of money where the Giants couldn't have paid it.
So you're
The Giants could have matched.
all right. How
that
about this
contract.
analogy? It's like, not really. When John Tavares left the Islanders, is that like the same thing?
I don't know hockey well enough to say.
I think that was worse.
Yeah, it was way worse.
Or the Maple Leafs, is that where he went?
Yeah.
Are they in the same
Toronto.
division? And hockey's division is not even really a big thing in hockey. It's just Eastern.
Yeah,
Western
it's
Conference.
just conferences.
It's sort of different when you're playing. Go to a division rival. I think that
But Tavares was
Has
there
more
much
sour
longer
to it.
too. And
he was the captain.
Yeah,
right?
he's
He's
the
a
captain.
captain.
Yeah,
I mean, Barkley was probably the captain. Football has like 10 captains.
trying to come up with a better analogy.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just figured. Figured
Yeah, I'm not.
if a
I'm mad
guy
that-
that you beloved
I'm mad
goes to a
that the
team that's now in the
that-
Super Bowl, you're not going to root for him. Like that's kind of what
I'm mad
my
that the
head's at.
Eagles
If
are
he was-
benefiting
Yeah,
from
sorry.
it.
If he was on any other team, I'd 100%
Okay.
be fully
Alright.
backing.
I get it. It's like
Saquon.
Revis going to the New England.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
There you go.
yeah.
There you go.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
You're-
Look at you.
All right.
All right. Yeah, 'cause you're right. I didn't
All
like him
right.
going to. I didn't like him going to New
Hey,
England.
your arch nemesis.
All right.
And then going to win a Super
Now
Bowl.
I understand where you guys are at.
Okay.
I also thought it was funny how the Bills just kept trying to do the tush push, and it wasn't working, and they would just keep trying.
Yeah.
Keep trying it.
Like it's like it works for the Eagles. It's easy.
But you got
They just
fucking.
weren't executing it the right way, or
You
they
got
don't have
Saquon Barkley behind
the
him,
tools.
Yeah.
who can squat 600
Yeah.
pounds.
It's funny, actually. Analysts are trying to get it out of Jason Kelsey. He's like, "What's the secret sauce to
Yeah.
this?" And he's like,
Yeah, I'm sure.
"Nope."
There's
not
like a
co-
way the
not getting
linemen
it
are
out of
fucking
me.
pinching shit too.
Brotherly
And he's
shove.
like, "It's all about angles."
They were
Yeah.
tush pushing from like 4 yards.
Yeah.
The Eagles.
And Jalen Hurts benches squats 600 pounds too. So
It's crazy.
I mean, Josh Allen's a big dude, but
Yeah.
James Cook's not that big.
And they have
I don't
Goddard.
know why they went away from him.
You got Goddard
He was
pushing them too.
having a hell of a game in the first half, and they just kind of went away from him in the second.
Who?
James Cook.
Yeah.
The Bills.
Let him cook. Fucked up.
Yep.
So you got trivia? I heard
Yes,
you got
we have a
Super Bowl?
little,
Trivia.
in the spirit of Super Bowl week, the week before Super Bowl week, in the spirit of the Super Bowl season.
It's media week, I think.
I
they
don't
call
think
it.
we're allowed to use that. The spirit of the season of the big game.
I can't
We're going to get,
media
copyright
week.
infringement.
can't
Can't
say Super Bowl.
we don't have the license. We don't have the rights to property in the NFL. Can I say NFL?
The Football League.
All right.
Wait, what do they say in the radio? Oh, Radio Row.
In the spirit of the
Yes.
big game, got a little Super Bowl trivia, if I could find it. All right. Question number 1, easy one. Here's a layup for you guys to start. Okay. I like being the asker because I just get to judge you guys for not getting it right. I don't have
why
to-
I know the answer.
See, he does
You're
not
an
like
idiot.
pressure and anxiety. This relates
No,
back to X golf.
If
This
it,
is like he
no,
just
if it
hates
were up
it.
to me, I would like to be the one answering.
He gets to
it.
call people morons because
Yeah.
he knows it. and
Fucking
nobody
heart's
else does.
pounding right now.
Ready? You get nervous? All right.
Palpitations.
Which
Wait,
team
should I do
won
this?
the first Super Bowl?
Hmm?
Which team
Green Bay.
I didn't even hear the question.
that is?
Correct. Hey,
Oh,
look
it's
at
the
that.
first Super Bowl? Is that what it was?
Yes.
It wasn't the Jets. You
I didn't
would
hear
have-
the first Super
You
Bowl.
would have at least
I didn't hear
known
the
what,
question.
what the answer wasn't.
You got to be a little quicker on the trigger. Okay. This is elite competition here. Somebody's going to know all these, I
Okay.
hope. Question number 2. What is the longest play, a little harder, in Super Bowl history?
Ooh,
Let's say, not what was the longest play, who had the longest play.
like what?
Who had
Receiver or running back?
Devin Hester.
That is incorrect.
Oh.
Devin
Oh,
Hester.
yeah,
You
not
played for the
return-
Bears?
Fuck.
I thought somebody returned
He
a.
didn't go to Super Bowl.
It's
Oh,
going to
what's
be
his
a
name?
kick return, though.
You're
no?
thinking
I know what it is. James
No.
Harrison.
Who?
James Harrison.
The linebacker?
Yeah, he had a pick interception or a fumble return.
That is incorrect.
I'm gonna go. Who's the Baltimore guy? Actually, I think it was against the Giants in like the early, like the 2000s.
2000. Oh, fuck! What's his name?
Yeah, I forgot. I don't know.
On the Ravens.
Oh,
Yeah, on the Ravens.
That was like the 2000 Super Bowl.
Jeremy something.
Dude,
I don't know.
You guys were right, but you didn't say the name. Jacoby Jones,
Jacoby.
Yes.
who just died.
Fuck.
actually.
So I was
Oh, yeah,
I was on the right track.
He just died a couple months ago.
I get a half
Rest-
point for that.
Rest in peace.
It was kick return?
Yes.
Yeah.
108 yards.
Yeah, I remember
Real.
that.
Question 3. Which player holds the record for the most receptions in a single Super Bowl?
Cooper Cup, 14.
Ooh.
That was a good guess. Oh, what about Edelman?
Did you just pat yourself on the back, say it was a good guess?
That was a good guess.
Who gets it wrong and then
Gave
gives
it my
himself
all.
credit for
Good shot.
It was a good guess, but
Thank you.
you're not
The
supposed
fuck?
to say that.
Hmm.
You can't give an incorrect answer and then say it was good.
It was.
I mean, it's just funny. You can
guess.
do whatever you want,
Good
but
guess.
Most receptions
Most
all
receptions.
time.
this is a hard one. I will go on the record saying I would not get this right.
Amendola? I'm out, so.
Did he just make the right guess?
No, I'm trying. I don't. Amendola.
On the Patriots?
No, I know who it is. Why would you go with
Or even
Amendola
the
instead of Edelman?
He first guessed.
Yeah,
Didn't
well,
he guess Edelman first?
No, Cup.
Oh,
Cup,
Cooper
yeah.
Cup.
It's got to be a flat guy.
If he's not going to get it, it's not Edelman, obviously.
Yeah.
Where is it? Could be level. I could be leveling.
gotta be
Ooh,
flat.
could be
Ooh.
Could be
Ooh.
levels on top of level.
Rob Gronkowski.
No.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's
I don't
Antonio
know.
Holmes.
I don't know if you guys are gonna get this. No.
What-
Demarius Thomas. Also,
Ooh.
Demarius
also
Oh,
deceased.
man, R.I.P.
Wow, I would not have gotten
Another-
it.
Those are the
The
dead
last
guys,
two-
man.
The last
Forgot
two
about it.
questions, yeah, crazy. Makes you think.
Mm.
So this next answer
Life
is
is
going to be a
precious.
dead guy.
13 receptions. So Cooper Cup. I don't know how
13.
many
That
he
was
had, but it
the
wasn't
which
40.
Super Bowl was that?
That was. I don't know. Doesn't say.
Okay.
Okay, we got a 3-part question. It's all the same guy though. One player owns the NFL record for. I'm sorry, the football record for total points ever scored in Super Bowls, most catches in Super Bowls, not just one game, Super Bowls across the span of his career, and most yardage, receiving yards in Super Bowls. Points scored, touchdowns scored, and points scored, I'm sorry, receptions and receiving yards.
Rob Gronkowski.
You gotta give it a little thought. You know?
I mean, he
That's a
did
lot of
just
thought.
do like a bunch of. It's a good guess.
That is a good guess.
Most points,
Yeah.
receptions, and yards.
It's the most total points in Super Bowl history, the most receptions in Super Bowl history, and the
This is
most-
Travis
in one
Kelce.
game
no across all
across
Super Bowls.
multiple Super Bowls.
Travis Kelce.
No
Oh man, I'm trying to think. Good guess here.
points scored,
Maybe
receptions,
early
and
2000s
receiving
Patriots.
yards.
Yeah, who's in the Super Bowl that much?
Yeah, right.
I feel like it's got to be a
Patriots,
Patriot.
Chiefs.
I know.
You guys do know that
Maybe
the NFL
Pittsburgh?
goes back before the year 2000.
Maybe
I know, but-
Pittsburgh or Dallas.
Receiving yards.
Yeah.
Receiving yards,
Reception.
Michael Irvin.
receptions. Good guess, but
That's
no.
a good one. Yeah.
Receiving yards, receptions, and total points.
Who scored?
He's
all
got
that?
the Super Bowl record for all three.
And this is non-quarterback. Well, obviously. reception.
Can I keep guessing?
I guess.
So this happened before 2000. Then.
I think it would be fair to say yes.
Jerry Rice?
That is correct.
God damn it.
all right.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
That is correct.
I wasn't sure how many Super Bowls he was in. I guess
early.
49ers
I guess
back in the day.
yeah.
Possibly the best receiver of all time.
Yeah. I didn't guess that.
Okay, we've got 2 more.
Sean was like, that was an easy one.
That was an easy
You
one.
really you think of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Well, I
one
was just
guy
thinking-
owns 3 of the major records,
Yeah, but I'm like, Gronk was in the
Gronk
Super
is just-
Bowl. How many fucking Super Bowls?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, 7.
yeah, but those
Jerry Rice was in 7.
those records are
6,
hard for a
whatever it
tight
was.
end to even the best tight ends.
Yeah,
That's
but
what all he threw to. That's who he
for
gave
real.
the ball to.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been shocked if it
I'm
was
sure
him.
Rob Gronkowski is pretty close.
It's got to be
to that
very
list.
close. I think.
I don't know. We'll have to look
Look
after.
that up,
Okay.
post-show.
Ready?
Do some research.
Moron.
Which team lost 4 consecutive Super Bowls from 1990?
Bills.
Buffalo Bills.
Who got it?
We all did.
He did. He said
I'm
Bills.
not-
I went
I'm
to.
not
I went
keeping-
with the Buffalo first. The proper. No, no. We
I'm not
all.
keeping
Everybody
count.
knows
I know
that.
you have 0.
Everybody knows that.
Hope you have 0.
I
We
have
have 3.
3.
I
We have 1. Okay. Well, you win, so might as well not even read this. But I will. Question number 6. 6, yeah. Easy one. Which quarterback led the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history?
Manning.
No.
Damn.
Oh, come on. How do you guys not gotten on this? Which
Oh,
quarterback?
you're done with the question?
That's it.
Tom Brady.
Yeah,
All right.
that is correct.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
the
the
Falcons.
Three,
Yeah.
Falcons. And that is it for
At least he got one.
big game
I
trivia.
only got one. You suck.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
See, that's why I usually give the questions because I'm so smart. I don't want to
Well, next week you could give them. I'd rather be on the receiving side so I can flex my.
Well, we
That's
have to
sensible.
go back-to-back champ. The two champions have to go against each other. You know.
I would love
Okay.
nothing more.
You guys square
Who's
off in
gonna read?
in a Wonderlic
Your
test.
guys,
Oh,
your,
no.
your guys' homework is to.
Me and Colby will be giving these
All right.
these
Let me
questions.
give out the Wonderlic
We'll
exam.
do a Wonderlic and a fitness test.
Yeah, there you go.
Your guys' homework is to put together
All right.
a few questions, and then me and him go in the gulag.
All right, we should do that.
Gulag.
A
And I'm going to
Wonderlic.
do an audio
a
like Mike
Wonderlic,
Francesa
a
used to do.
fitness,
We're going to have an
then
audio.
I like it. I like
I
it.
would surprise you at the fitness. Remember
One audio
when
clip.
I
He
did
did
the
bang out a
sit-ups?
bunch of those sit-ups at
He
one
did.
time.
He
I
passed,
almost went through your wall, but I did
Yeah.
them.
he passed the sit-up.
And that was 30 pounds ago also.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
He passed the
You
sit-up
guys have
test.
heard
Yeah.
of
I was very
Lost Football?
shocked, but then he almost passed out.
He did almost pass.
You know what? But it's mind over matter.
His
I thought
face
I'd be
was
able to
so
get
red.
up.
Almost expired on the floor.
I thought
I
I'd
remember
be able
you
to get
wanted
up.
me to
I
go, and
couldn't.
I was like, I know better.
Yeah.
No way.
We should
Can
do
you
that.
guys see this on my head still, by the way?
Yeah.
A little bit.
I feel like it's going to scar.
No, it's just.
Jill
Are you-
said it might scar. I
are you
hope
Was
it
Harry-
it
doesn't.
bleeding
Are
ever?
you Harry Potter?
It was bleeding, yeah. The guy at work said the Harry Potter thing. So I'll tell a story. Not proud of it. It looked a lot worse a week ago. Every
You
morning.
definitely can't see it on camera. It's
No.
not that bad.
No? Well, that's good. It makes me feel a little better. I thought that maybe my nickname would be Scarface henceforth.
You were hoping.
I have a small dog, a Yorkie. He's like 4 pounds, and he thinks he's a tough guy. He's always trying to get under the shed in my backyard. I'm pretty sure there's a family of raccoons living under there. Once he got, why was that funny?
You should eradicate
I have a
them. Like,
rodent
why do you?
infestation,
Why
you
do you leave them?
So once he did get under there, and I was like bugging out, I tried to find a shovel. Like I didn't know if I.
What are you gonna do?
I don't
You were
know.
gonna kill
I
the
was
family of
I was
raccoons.
bugging out. I thought he was like getting eaten, and
What if a
eventually,
baby raccoon was attacking?
eventually, I put my
Kill
phone
him.
under there with the flashlight, and he came out. And
What if
Ever
a
since-
raccoon grabbed your hand?
ever since then,
next.
I would have taken that bullet. you know.
little rodent hand.
I would have
like-
got rabies from my little pumpkin boy. But since then, he does not go in the backyard without a leash.
Okay.
So I take him out every morning and every night, whatever. So on this night or this morning, it was before work, about a week ago. I guess I had my head in the clouds like I usually do. Just walking. There's a tree. I don't know why it's there, but it's curiously positioned in the middle of my backyard. And it was 8 degrees on this morning. And I walked right into the tree branch, and it hurt. It broke the skin. Might have been concussed. I don't know. Spent some time in the
Was the
boot camp.
tree branch like swinging and hit you?
No,
or
it
you
wasn't.
Just, it was just.
like I said,
just
not
walk
proud
right
of
into
it.
How thick was this branch?
Yeah.
I think it was so
More
cold
like a
that
twig or
it wasn't the first time that I walked into it, but it was the first time that it hurt that much. It was because it was frozen solid. I think
Okay.
it's not that imposing when you look at it. Just it looks like an innocent tree branch, but it was really painful.
Just cut the,
Anyway,
cut the
that's-
tree down.
I will.
Yeah.
It looks pretty nice in the spring. That's the thing, but yeah, it doesn't serve much of a purpose. I should get rid of it.
How about you just don't use your leash? You don't use the leash with your dog.
I just
in your
explained
own
why.
backyard. How about you just fix the shed?
Yep.
Could do that
Yeah,
as
cover
well.
up
Could
that
do that.
hole where
Well,
he might
but
go
then
under.
I'm gonna kill the raccoons. I don't.
That's
want to kill
part of the plan.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I guess
They'll find a way out.
then they get all rabid like fucking
Yeah.
Nancy's house.
raccoons just don't get
No, no.
rabid from being trapped.
They did find some rabid raccoons around here.
Yeah.
No, they all had distemper.
Oh.
It's not rabies, but it is like they have to.
Similar?
Pretty
Well,
similar. They have they start walking around during the daytime.
Oh, that's
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not rabies because they can't transmit rabies, but it is. They have to be killed, euthanized.
Okay.
I don't think they're necessarily a danger, except for if they drink out of a water source. I think if
And then dog drinks out of there
then
too.
they could get it. I think. I
Your
think
dog
it's
turns into a
transmittable
raccoon.
across interspecies or whatever. I think dogs could get it.
So
But
call animal control and tell them to get the raccoons out of there.
I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, I've
There's
shoveled.
probably
it.
no raccoons under there.
There are. I think.
Cool animal.
Plus,
think.
plus, I see the footprints in the snow and stuff, and they're pretty big.
Is it a bear?
Could be a bear.
I don't know. It could be a coyote or something.
Can't rule
Or
it
a
out.
fox. I guess it could be a fox.
Can't rule it out.
No,
It
I
could be
have
fox.
seen the raccoon run
Mountain lion.
Yeah.
Well, watch out for those.
Anyway,
Dinosaur.
Yeah.
Um,
You should
That's it.
investigate
So-
this
Yeah.
on camera for the pod.
Investigation.
investigate what?
The situation under your shed.
The investigation is not. Listen, you're focusing on the wrong part of the story. It's not about the raccoon.
No, I want to find what's living under
It
there.
sounds,
the
it sounds like you
liability.
walk
It
your
could be a
dog in your own
chupacabra.
backyard.
Yeah, like
I want to see you in a Sherlock Holmes outfit, going under there with a
smoking a pipe and checking it
Listen,
out.
I don't
magnifying glass,
Yeah.
flashlight.
I don't think there's any mystery to be uncovered. I think there are raccoons under the
Ah.
thing. That much has been established.
You have to wear a GoPro head first under there.
I think it's a mountain lion.
Where GoPro.
Could be a dingo or something. I don't know. Whatever.
Maybe the dingo ate your baby.
But that's that story. So,
Great story.
Fantastic. Tree beat you up.
And now Sean wears makeup.
yeah, that's it.
Good story.
It did really hurt for a little bit.
Good pod.
I wonder if I was concussed.
You guys like the setup?
I do.
I like it a lot
It's
better.
nice. Yeah. It's good chairs.
Yeah.
Solid.
Took
Nice
a little
and
getting used to
comfortable.
the first few minutes, but
Yeah.
uh,
So you have faith in me? Look at
I
that.
think you know what you're doing.
you did good.
Good job, man.
I like these.
Thanks. A little credit.
I guess
just
I'll give you a
wait.
Stop.
too.
Stop.
Kobe
touching it.
can stop,
You're the one
playing the
fu-
flute on the mic.
You're the
Same
one
thing,
touching
bro.
it tonight.
You smash
I know, 'cause
everything.
I had to get
bang
my-
on the tables.
64 ounce
You fucking fat water.
fat water.
You Kool-Aid.
Like Kool-Aid. Yeah.
Sugar in there.
Oh, yeah.
Spiked sugar.
All right, let's wrap this up. Follow the Instagram. Follow the TikTok. Subscribe to the YouTube. Till next time. Carry on.